Hey, welcome back to Viking fans today. The Minnesota Vikings appears to have ended their mini camp early, according to all reports. Coach Zimmer said that his team, his players, had a very good mini camp, and he decided to reward them by ending it early. Now let's go check out a news report here and find out exactly what happened.
Is pretty pleased with how things are going. Zim's defense is still developing at a rapid pace with a lot of new faces. That's not the case, though, for the other side of the ball. The offense is returning many pieces from last season, but there is a new guy calling the shots.
Everybody seems to be in a good place.
Things going well enough for the Vikings to enter the offseason a little early, wrapping up minicamp ahead of schedule. Winds of change are passing through the purple, especially on defense, but also on offense as Clint Kubiak takes over.
Our guys really put a lot of hard work in, this last month. Really proud of their effort. He's the guy. He's our leader. It's his playbook. It's his plays.
Kubiak is the son of an offensive guru. Dad Gary served on the Vikings staff the last 2 years. Clint is a rookie coordinator, but is now leaning on a group filled with experience.
These are veteran guys that are mature. They care about football. Preparation is important to them. And when your best players operate that way, it rubs off on the young guys. So they make my job easier.
But as Kubiak works out his players, Mike Zimmer does the same to his first-year OC.
Put you on the spot, make a call, and let's go with it. So he's giving me some valuable repetition that I've needed.
I'm trying to give Clint as many opportunities to get a feel for how things are going to run. And I think he has a really good feel for what the players do best, and I think that's really important.
An experienced offense, but one that needs to hold up its end of the bargain come training camp.
We're going to do our best to complement the defense and, just play complementary football all around.
And speaking of training camp, the Vikings will start training camp with fans in attendance starting on July 28th, and there are a few special practices this year. Night practice will be July 31st. The first day in pads, that will be August 2nd. The team will also this year scrimmage at US Bank Stadium on Saturday, August 9th, with a few thousand fans allowed inside, and the Vikings will also have joint practices with the Denver Broncos before those two meet in the preseason. The night practice, the US Bank Stadium scrimmage, and those joint practices will require special tickets, each, as you can see, at different price points.
So, as you see, the Minnesota Vikings has ended their mandatory mini camp early. That Viking defense is stacked. They picked up a lot of great players over the offseason. Patrick Peterson. It was going to be big time for the Vikings. They got Woods at safety. Vigil, one of the linebackers. Now, the linebacker core has me concerned because if anything were to happen to Kendricks again and Barr, they're thin, in my opinion, at linebacker. But as far as the defensive backs go and the D line, they are stacked. On the D line, Hunter is back. We got Sheldon Richardson back to go along with Tomlinson and Pierce and Weatherly. So the defense is stacked. I mean, it is stacked. Now, my only concern about this team is the offensive line. If Darrisaw can come in and take care of that left tackle position, and if that offensive line can cover Kirk Cousins behind and open up holes for Cook, this team could be a special team this year. They really could be special. And we haven't had a really special team since '98. Now, we came close in 2009 with Brett Favre. We came close in 2017. But if the offensive line can protect Cousins, and if it can open the holes up for Cook, this team could be dangerous. I mean, dangerous because the defense is already going to be there. We know the defense is stacked. But man, if that offensive line holds up that offense, it could be special too, man. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for coming back, checking out my new Vikings channel, Skull Vikings.